Going on, virtual golfers? Welcome back. It is release week, at least for those of us that are maybe paying a little bit more money to get our hands on the game on Friday. But as one final potential treat here, 2K and HB have dropped a third developer diary, this time talking over the seasons and the Clubhouse Pass. So let's see what they've got for us. Before we dive in, if you have not already subbed to the channel, greatly appreciate it. If you're enjoying this content, if you want more 2K25 action as it comes out, we're going to be playing the game a bunch, videos, streams, you name it. So be sure not to miss out. All right, let's see what they've got for us today.
Hey everyone, I'm back with another PGA Tour 2K25 Developer
going?
Diary. My name is Ken Alguire, and I'm a lead producer from 2K and HB Studios. Today, I'm going to be talking about the updates to Seasons and Clubhouse Pass. One of the things we loved about PGA Tour 2K23 was how much content and how many events we were able to add to the game after we launched.
Post-content
and we're
is
super
good.
stoked to continue to offer players more in PGA Tour 2K25.
I do, however, want to caveat that with, and I think they're doing a better job with it because we know that ranked, we know that crossplay, all that stuff is in. It just has to be a full game when it launches, and then you add to it. You can't make the same mistake as 2K23 and release like a partially baked game and then add stuff to bring it up. Now, I'm hoping, and I don't know if they're going to cover, they probably won't show their hand with it, but I'm hoping that maybe they surprise us with some stuff that's outside of the Clubhouse Pass like they did in the last game, right? Ranked was big, crossplay was big. I don't know what big thing they will add post-launch, but I'm hoping that it's more than just Clubhouse Pass, because Clubhouse Pass has a free section and a paid section, right? Like any sort of Battle Pass or the Rocket League, whatever. You know, they're going to give us some extra stuff, but like, is there going to be any other big free things that they give? That would be nice.
Launch day is really just the start of a long journey for us and our players. Our Seasons model within PGA Tour 2K25 allows us to release content and events that line up with the PGA Tour's live schedule,
obviously they're gonna
allowing us to offer something new and different week to week throughout the golf season and beyond. Clubhouse Pass is back, and a theme that we've
got some clothes, we've got VC, balls. I don't really care about the balls. Fittings will be nice. You know, hopefully there's some good aesthetic stuff. You know, you don't want it to be that there's just a bunch of outfits and stuff that go unused, but that will naturally just be the case, right? Like, you can only dress yourself for the 5 different rounds, and yeah, how many times are you really going to change it? But hopefully there's some good stuff in there. I'm more concerned, how much is VC used? How much do we get? And then, like, what sort of things can we get in terms of fittings and clubs?
Incorporate into PGA Tour 2K25 is one of player choice.
And are the clubs aesthetic? I don't think all of them are. I think some are, though.
The freedom to play at their own pace. As we continue to launch new seasons, players can go back and start. We've got
Mizuno clubs here, Mizuno Core. Now, this looks like standard club, and it doesn't have any sort of stat thing on the bottom. So that, at least to me, speaks to being just an aesthetic thing. It's just a skin that you can change through, but I know you have to level up clubs. So is that just going to be a tedious grind where you switch clubs because you like the way it looks, but you have to level up, you know, it through the Evo process to get the stats on it? That could be an annoying thing. We'll see how that plays out. That's what it reads to me, though.
Seasons, players can go back and start
Evo
or resume any of the Clubhouse
those
passes that have been live. With that, let's take a closer look at what our seasons are all about.
All right, we got seasons.
PGA Tour 2K25 seasons are going to run for about 12 weeks each. Every season is set up to offer new and exciting content in that time. Whether it's a new Clubhouse Pass, a new course, or even new quests and challenges for you to play.
Okay. So Clubhouse Passes should run the course of the season, and we know that there are 5 to start, which 12 weeks, that's about 60 weeks, even if it runs a little bit shorter. It's about a year, right? So we should be set in terms of what Clubhouse Passes and stuff are coming out for the first year. But new courses, like, I think there's going to be, and maybe we'll get some sort of timeline written out. We're going to get some more stuff through the course of it, like we did last game cycle, right? We got new courses, we got new players. That's the kind of extra stuff that you want to see in addition to the Clubhouse Pass. And maybe there's going to be some work that they'll get major championships for the following year. That would be a nice little touch.
There will always be something new to do in each season. We'll also be offering new evolution tiers in our equipment progression each season to give everyone
new evolution tiers. Okay, so there's the Emerald, there's the Sapphire. I'm pretty sure they had an image on one of the pages, and correct me if I'm wrong, that showed like 8 to 10 tiers. Like there were a lot of different ones. And so if they're going to make it that every season there's another Evo tier, these characters are going to get out of hand. But I guess the thought on their end might be like you make it stronger, people spec their stuff to a certain point, but then you need to respec and buy VC to respec. Maybe that's where they're getting at, is like when you can make it stronger, you want to rebuild your character a little differently to maximize the new tiers on clubs. Are new tiers going to be available on all clubs, only on certain clubs? Like, I don't know if there's a cap to any club, or it's just that certain clubs have like a starting type, because I've heard whisperings of like a legend driver, and maybe they'll sprinkle that into the video. Is that going to have like a different cap or a different base and higher? You know, I don't want it to be pay to win, but there are definitely some things that make it feel that way.
Want a chance to catch up and continue to grow and evolve their game well after launch.
Look at that drive.
I'll be
much
playing
like
well after
PGA
launch,
Tour
hopefully.
2K23, we'll also be resetting our leaderboards at the end of each season.
Yep,
and
seasonal
handing out
leaderboards
rewards
make
to the top
sense.
players before launching into the next season where everyone is starting fresh.
Seasonal
Each
rewards
season
as
will
well.
bring a lot of content, as well as a lot to experience, including events that mirror the real-world PGA Tour schedule.
I'm a draw player. That hole's going to be tough.
What a swing.
Beyond aligning to the in-real-life golf calendar, each season in PGA Tour
Only 10 under on Pro?
2K25 will tie into a specific archetype,
Oh.
which means that with each season you'll see quests, rewards, and special Clubhouse Pass skill trees that are specific to the archetype of the
Okay, I have heard about this, and you can see this in the demo. This is just showing us that Ty Spinner is the first one. So we can probably speculate on shots, right? If each one of these 5 is going to tie into each one of the 5 archetypes, then maybe you can come up with some shot ideas as to what would be unlocked. Okay. I don't know how useful like new shots and stuff are going to be. It's going to be a very interesting thing. The other part is 25 available skill points, 0 out of 25. So does that mean that you can, any Clubhouse Pass skill, you can just fully max out every season? Because I don't think that's pulling from the skill points that are available in the other sections. Interesting. I mean, so it's like, this is level, if you buy the Clubhouse Pass, or I guess I think the skill itself is on the free tier. So like everybody can get these skills every season just by playing. But then the available skill points, because if you need skill points from other spots, like that really changes your build. If you just get it as an additional thing that everybody can do, that doesn't really create a build or anything like that.
The season. For Season 1, the featured archetype will be Technician, with Greenskeeper, Magician, Powerhouse, and Sculptor archetypes being featured across the rest of our planned seasons.
Kind of interesting,
even
like,
though we might be shining
if you prefer a particular archetype, you might have to wait a long time to get something big added to the arsenal. But if it's just the Clubhouse Pass skill, like, I don't know how big of a deal it will be. It really comes down to how strong is the skill that they release.
The spotlight on one archetype per season. That doesn't mean we're leaving anyone out this year. As we mentioned in our My Player breakdown, we're giving players the option to create multiple My Players so that you can try to progress
you're gonna have to
different
have
builds
so
using
many
different
different
archetypes. Go check out
builds
that
and
episode to learn
archetypes,
more.
different
Each archetype
situations.
lends itself to different playstyles, and each season will give you a reason to try them all out and see
You're
what build
playing
works the best
Sim
for
or
you.
Pro or Like, I think you're going to spec things differently.
I'm also excited to talk about the great changes we've made to Clubhouse Pass this year.
Okay, so they've got stuff listed as legendary. I don't know.
Pass,
oh, hold on.
Only 50. We have 100 tiers in our...
There it is. Tier 100, Legend Driver. These start at +4. Wait, hold on. Do these come with... We might have to roll back here. So we're at 258. Do these come with fittings installed? Okay, so here's the Mizuno one that we looked at before. This just has +2 listed across the board. So the driver comes pre-fit with fittings. Now, the question is, can you replace them? Because they haven't listed out has the +4 on them. I'm assuming that this first slot is +4 as well. It's just as you level up this driver, you unlock fittings, and then I would assume that you could go back and just replace the fittings and that they'll be at +4. But if +4 is the base, does this Legend driver then go +1 or +2 higher than like a normal driver? Oh, it's shaping up to be pay to win. It's shaping up to be pay to win. I don't feel good about that.
Clubhouse Pass, compared to only 50 in PGA Tour 2K23.
And they've doubled the tiers.
As you play through My Career or other game modes, you'll be earning Clubhouse Pass experience points that will unlock the tiers as you progress through the Clubhouse Pass. Of those 100 tiers, 34 tiers will contain free rewards, including club fittings,
only a third of the rewards
tools,
are free.
Level up tokens, equipment, apparel, and more. Players can also purchase Clubhouse Pass Premium to unlock the ability to earn rewards at every tier. Clubhouse Pass Premium can be purchased individually each season, or by purchasing the Members Pass, which unlocks the Clubhouse Pass Premium reward tiers for seasons 1 through 5, and also includes
the Members Pass is included in the Legend edition. So that's the $120 edition. You would pay $10 a Clubhouse Pass if we're going off of what they've historically been, and that's $50. That would cover you from the base price up to that, and you get some other things if you buy the Legend edition. So like, and I think that's only included in the Legend versus the Deluxe, so technically you're getting $50 for 30 plus the other, like, it's financially worth it if you were already going to spend money. I just don't love that there actually feels like there's more than just aesthetic stuff that ties to it.
The Clubhouse Gear Pack, which contains one outfit per body type per season, delivered at the start of each season. No matter what your path through the Clubhouse Pass is, we have included Clubhouse-specific skills. As you progress through the Clubhouse Pass, you'll be able to unlock skills that are only available within that particular Clubhouse Pass, which awards you new shot types. The base shot type is unlocked as a free tiered reward, with respective skill boosts to that shot type being premium tiered rewards. As mentioned at the top of the episode. That is not good.
So we have the Legend driver. I'm okay with like the fittings and the VC and stuff being in there as a paid thing. You can get those by playing. I cannot get the Clubhouse Pass skill upgrades by playing. I cannot get the Legend driver by playing. Those two things, like, I'm just saying this from like an overall view. As a content creator, as somebody who plays these games, not exclusively, but most of my time playing games is playing these games, like, I am spending the money on it. Because like I almost have to, but as like an overall for the state of the game, it does not sit right with me.
We've also decided to allow players to progress through each Clubhouse Pass at their own pace.
This is good though.
Is that you can start or revisit previous Clubhouse Passes even when a new one has been released.
Just
head into the Clubhouse Pass tab and select any
We won't have it at the end of 2K25 where they're reselling the Clubhouse Pass that they put out a year and a half ago.
Previous season to activate or start a new one. If you decide to purchase Clubhouse Pass Premium for any season you have already progressed through, you'll automatically be entitled to all of the premium rewards up until your current tier for that Clubhouse Pass.
Get the things where you're level 2.
We have so many new and improved systems in PGA Tour 2K25 that we're excited for you all to see on launch day. And we're just as equally excited about all the content we plan on bringing you all. not just on launch day.
There's some
week
fun,
by week, month by month, through each major event.
Fun clubs and ball skin and stuff. Okay, I mean, so there we have it. I don't think there's anything really more to say. It feels like there's too much pay to win stuff in it. We'll see how it ultimately shapes out. Kind of makes me hope that the Clubhouse Pass skills suck and that the driver is only marginally better, but I have a feeling that at least on the club side that's not going to be the case. But we will see come Friday. Come join us in the stream, and I will see you all later.